It's time for another edition of Behind the Scenes at CSI. I'm your host, Nick Durst, and I'm here today starting things off at the loading dock with my special guest, Andrew Diaz. Andrew, welcome to Behind the Scenes at CSI. Please let everybody know what building we're in here today and what exactly it is your job here at the campus.
Okay, I'm the Director of Operational Services, which entails a bunch of the areas you're going to see now. This is the 1M building. Currently, we're in the loading dock, and we're going to address the receiving area.
Very nice. So what goes on here at the receiving area?
What goes on in the receiving area is trucks come into the loading dock, packages come in, we scan the package in, put in the person's name who's attention to, we write on the box the location of the person, we then bring it into the receiving area, put it on the shelves. Then once everything is divided and sorted, we then load it up and we start our deliveries. We make deliveries throughout the day to all the campus.
So everything that's coming to campus for a delivery, maybe except for food, is coming right through here, correct?
Everything comes here. UPS, Federal Express, the mail, Amazon specifically, and all the independent trucking companies, which would be all the freight, which you see light bulbs, you'll see chairs, and all kinds of materials behind me that come in.
So if someone's tracking their package and it says it's arrived, that doesn't necessarily mean it's arrived in their office, right? It just means it's here and then you have to start the process to get it out, correct?
Well, it's funny you ask, because when it says arrived, depending on how it came in, when it says arrived, if it's UPS, Federal Express, it means it arrived on campus. If it says on USPS, the post office, that means it arrived at the post office, not necessarily here and not necessarily to the end user. So it's a little tricky, but for the most part, it's here and we get to it. Usually within 24 hours, all packages are delivered.
Excellent. So what is that process like for you? You said it comes in and scan it. Then what's the process like for you to divide it up with all the different buildings here as to where it's going? So
what we do is once we write the locations on the boxes, we then come into a receiving area here. It's broken down on the shelves. Each shelf is located with a building location. Each building has its own. It's empty right now because everything's not being delivered. But as you can see, it'll say 3A, but all the departments will be in numerical order if we have multiple boxes. So everything gets sorted here. Anything for IT gets put here because this goes to a different process. It goes to the 1L lab, and then they barcode it and make sure that it's put in inventory. And
would you say there's one building that gets more deliveries than others?
The biggest buildings we have would be the 1L, obviously with the data, anything electronic, 6S with all the equipment for the labs, and naturally the dorms for all the students.
Of course, absolutely. Well, this is pretty cool here. Lots of stuff going on. Everything that comes to the campus comes to here. This is an amazing little area we have here on campus that probably a lot of people drive by and have no idea what it is.
Yes, very true. No one realizes we're here because there's no front door, there's no grand entrance.
Right, nothing grand here, but it gets the job done, of course. So what else do we have here in the building that's under you, and where are we headed next?
Upstairs, we have the reprographics department and the mailroom. We're going to go in and see how they operate as well.
All right, up here now with Phil. Phil, what is this area? What do you guys call this?
Well, this is the print shop. That's the whole area.
Everything that's printed for the campus,
right,
should be coming through here.
So right now we're doing a job for recruitment and admissions that they send out to the high school. It's like a poster.
So you have these posters here. How many can you print per hour?
You can probably do 400 an hour.
Wow.
Don't forget we print both sides at the same time. So.
Okay. So a lot of machines in here.
Right.
And is everything active? Every machine still in use for the most part?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn this machine on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run this job, and then I'm gonna show you how we cut it, store it.
Excellent.
And
so
you
get
an
we'll
idea.
Back to the print shop. Here.
Right.
This is where the magic happens. Nothing just appears.
Right. So
on
this
campus.
is actually called the digital press. It's not really a copy machine. So I have it all set up, and we're just going to tell it to print. And now it's going to print another 375 copies of that job. So we do all these magazines like this, all come out fully finished.
Wow.
Goes.
So, what's the difficulty level to get the magazines like this? Is it just come out there folding it, or what's
Well,
part
the machine folds it, the machine staples it, the machine collates it.
Nice.
All I do is put in the numbers, so to speak. I tell it what to do, and it does. As long as I tell it the right thing.
Right.
But I mean, we do brochures like this. A lot of postcards.
A lot of postcards. So what would you say postcards is the most requested thing to print?
The big jobs, yeah. We print, like the last job I did was 22,000 postcards.
Wow. So we see the posters coming out now.
Postcard job that we're in the middle of running. As you can see, we run 4 on a sheet, run both sides, and then we cut it.
Okay.
This is a computerized cutter. Back in the old days, when you had cutters like this, every time you made a different cut, you had to move it by hand. Now, no longer you have to do that. So now, all right, has an air table. Actually floats, so it's less labor. Now after each cut, it's going to move. We can cut any size we want. So you don't have to buy 8.5 by 11, 11, 17, 12, 18. You don't have to buy all those different sizes. We just cut it as we need it.
Excellent.
Which is a lot less storage, a lot less stuff to order.
Right.
So,
all right, well, you did a great job. How long have you been working here in this room?
20 years, 21 years.
20 years, okay. No end in sight, right? You love this
No,
job?
Listen, this will be my last job.
Okay.
I worked in Manhattan and Queens. I worked all over. So the most unusual job was for the Center for the Arts. They wanted, for the Black Box Theater, a floor that was like a game. They designed the game, and I printed it out in sections, and we put it down on the floor.
Simple enough, right?
Yeah, simple enough, but that was probably the weirdest job because we used that machine there, and we used paper that was adhesive on one side.
Okay, so the stick.
Yeah,
the stick, right.
Thank God I didn't have to take it off the floor. Wouldn't want any part of that. But we did it, and the fellow that was working at the Center for the Arts, he was a professor, but he also worked on Broadway and did scenes.
Yeah.
He was like a scene expert. He would do all the scenes. So it was very interesting. That's probably the weirdest job.
All right, Phil,
Okay.
thank you for showing us around the room, man.
Nice to meet you.
We're now here in the mail room, mail services. I'm here with Eric. So Eric, tell everybody what exactly goes down in this room.
Well, this is where all the mail comes in. Over there are all the coops. That's where we file all the mail. This is our postage meter. This is where we put postage on all our mails, all letters, flats, packages. This machine, this is an address printer for postcards and also solid envelopes. And this is the machine we use the most. This machine is our fold and insert machine. So what this does is the letter feeds through. It folds the letter, it inserts the letter, and it also seals the letter.
High tech.
Yeah, we generally do this for bulk mailings. The bulk mailings, we get a significant discount instead of first class. So for example, first class through the meter is 69 cents. When we use the bulk mailing with our nonprofit bulk mail discount rate, it's 15 cents. Let's see how smooth this one runs. Let's see how smooth it runs.
So very quickly done.
Yeah, so it does save us a lot of time. These are the devices when we scan in all the packages. For example, this is the dorm stuff. So everything gets scanned in, and then when we the mail delivery guys, they'll go out and then they'll rescan it. So you scan it first time to receive, They bring it out, they scan it, delivered, and then people sign on the handheld device, and then it all goes, you know,
What's
to the
the
cloud.
process with regular mail that comes in? Is it similar? They take
Interoffice mail? No, interoffice mail. It comes in, and then we file it, and it goes out.
Okay.
Yeah, but any packages, basically anything with a barcode is getting scanned in. Basically, he's filing the mail. Those are all the offices on campus, and everything goes out daily.
So it's filed, and is it like one delivery schedule per day? Is it multiple times per day? How's everything work there?
They go out in the morning, generally. You know, if something needs to be picked up, we do our best to get out there. But generally, it's done in the morning. But like I said, we do our best to accommodate, you know, everybody on campus. But generally, it goes out once a day through in the morning. Just generally, we do a lot of bulk mailings, and like I said, the bulk mailings really it saves the college a significant amount of money.
So how does the bulk mail process go about?
Basically, the process is what I need from the office is I need the Microsoft Excel mail file, and when I get the mailing list, what we do is we put it through our postal software. What that does is the reason why we get the significant discount is because what we're doing is we're pre-sorting everything. We're pre-sorting the zip code, so basically when we take it down to the post office, it's ready to go for them.
Right, not do any work.
Yeah. So what I need from the offices, they send me the Microsoft Excel file. I put it through our software. We run the list, and then we're able to get the discount. And I also would need, if you're sending a Word file, so I would need the Word file, and then we also do mail merges. The mail merge goes through Microsoft Word. So basically, everything just gets done through email, and then all I need is the Excel file, the Word file, and we do our best to get it out. But that's basically it. So that's the process of sending bulk mail.
If someone needs something out by a certain date, how much of an advance notice do you need?
The general rule is we would like 2 to 3 weeks notice, to give us ample time, and also because we can't control how quick the post office gets out the bulk mailing. So the general rules, and I believe this went out in guidelines probably a couple of years ago, is generally 2 to 3 weeks, just to give everybody enough time. And because sometimes you get multiple jobs, so it's tough to do. It's tough when you get multiple jobs. So I would say generally the rule is 2 to 3 weeks.
Great.
Yeah, that's really it for bulk mailings. But like I said, it does significantly help the college.
All right, Andrew, your crew here, they did a great job. They showed us around. The staff here, dedicated, loyal, and a lot of your staff members have been here for a very long time, right?
Yes. We have an extensive crew. They've all been here longer than me, so I would say they're all 15 plus years. So they're very experienced in their jobs. They run very well on their own. They need very little guidance, and they have all the information that you need. Feel free to call them at any time and ask questions.
Great staff that showed us all around. And before we wrap up here, what is like the main thing you'd want the viewers at home to know about what goes on here under your operations?
It's not just magic. There's a lot of stuff involved in getting the stuff to your desk on a daily basis. Please be kind and observant to the staff that come. They're all doing their best to help you out.
Patience is key. It goes a long way. And Andrew, for anything here generally with requests that are coming in, whether it's, hey, we need to get this shipped out, we get this printed, what's the general guideline as to how much notice your team needs?
When any job needs to come, our standard is 24 to 48 hours. But if it's a large job, you always need to give us more time because there may be other jobs already in progress. A lot of times people ask the question, how long does a job take?
Right.
And when we give them a time frame. Unfortunately, then I realize that when they call us and actually bring the job in, we could have gotten 20 other jobs in the meantime, and now that's going to push everything back. So be patient, be cooperative, call, always feel free, open line of communications, better to call and be sure.
All right, Andrew, thank you for your time. Thanks for opening up the facility here to give us a tour. That's going to do it for this episode of Behind the Scenes at CSI.